Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over an entry point that I took today on ticker symbol LCA, which is going to be converted over to GNOG, Golden Nugget Online Gaming. In previous videos, we talked about our key indicators that we use on Thinkorswim, such as our exponential moving average, our simple moving average, our Fibonacci retracement levels, which you see here, the key resistance and support levels, our RSI, which is the relative strength indicator, as well as our MACD, which helps us identify the potential for a reversal for a particular stock. Just a quick reminder, this is not financial advice. I do not recommend that anyone buy this particular stock or any other stock. You should always do your own research before investing, and this is for educational purposes only. Also, if you find value in our videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. That way YouTube can show our video to more people and also notify you whenever we do create more content such as this. So whenever I'm looking for an entry point, what I'm looking for is, first of all, on my Heikin-Ashi candles, if I see a Doji candle, that's going to be the first sign to me saying that, hey, we may be changing directions. So if you haven't watched the video on the Heikin-Ashi candles, again, recommend that you go and do that. And if you did watch the video, or if you are familiar with them, you'll see that we have our sell-off, we get our Doji candle, so that's going to be the first sign that we might be seeing a reversal. Second sign would be obviously a buy signal, which is this green arrow that points to this green candle. So when I see that buy signal, I'm going to then look down at my RSI and see exactly where I'm located. Right now, I'm right in the middle of my RSI. So when I see that buy signal, that's going to tell me I can potentially have some room to the upside, but I could also have some potential to the downside as well because I'm right dab in the middle of that RSI. And just because I have a buy signal here doesn't necessarily mean that stock's going to go up, because if you notice, the candle is below the exponential moving average, which doesn't necessarily show very good price strength. So I'm going to wait for what's called a confirmation candle. I'm going to want one candle after the buy signal to be above the exponential moving average, which this one does feel that obligation. That's not fully over, but it tells me, hey, we have a little bit of momentum coming. Also, if I look down here at the MACD, it's starting to get closer to crossing over to green from the red. So that's telling me that I have some momentum. I can see some more upside. So if I were to get in, obviously here's my buy signal. I would have maybe bought in at this candle right here. And if you really wanted to play it safe, you could have bought in during this time right here, because you can see that it is actually crossing up at this during this candle close here. Okay, and as you can see, the next candle feels almost completely above the exponential moving average, and this one does, and we just continue to see some upward momentum. Okay, so I'll use the 4-hour, which would be the very first thing that I look at, because I want to make sure that over a longer period of time on a swing trade, I have the potential to see some upside. I'm also going to look at the 1-hour, and I want to see what it's going to do over that next 1 hour, and I'm going to explain why I use the 1 hour in a second in regards to a trade that I made today. Okay, so I'll check the 1 hour out and see, just because, you know, on the 4 hour over here, if I have a buy signal and it shows that it's, it's going to green, on the 1 hour, we actually might be still in the red or crossing over to red. So I may be able to get the price a little bit cheaper, okay, for, within that next hour before it shoots back up. So it kind of, I kind of use both of them against each other. And if they're both lining up and look like they're going to cross over to green and have upward momentum, then that's another good thing. But I'll check both of them out before I commit to a full entry point. I also use the 3-minute, 20-day 3-minute to make sure that I'm getting the absolute best price. If I'm about to take an entry and I'm sold on the 4-hour and the 1-hour, then I'll go look at the 3-minute and say I'm going, I want to buy at a particular price. So, for example, this is a great example here. If I were going to buy this stock, I wanted to get in, and it was 25.73, and then all of a sudden I saw it fall down, a big red candle, and it falls all the way down to 25.50. I'm going to look at the RSI and I'm going to look at the MACD, and I say, wow, the MACD, the lines got a little bit further apart. Okay, so it may go a little bit lower, but also I'm going to check out the RSI and I'm going to say, well, it's almost to the undervalued space here. So I don't know if it's going to actually go a little bit too much lower than what I'm seeing now. So 25.50 might be a good buy point. That might be the cheapest I'm going to get it if I want to get in now. Okay, because I know that long term that my 4-hour is has a potential to cross over to green, because I see that my 1-hour has some upward momentum. Okay, now this buy signal here runs up. This sell signal over the next hour, you may see a slight sell off, but you can have people come right back in and start buying heavy, which would again influence the 4-hour and possibly make this next candle even larger with a bigger buy signal. Okay, so typically what I would do is I would wait, like I said here, for a buy signal confirmation for the price for the candle to close above the exponential moving average. What I did today for this play was I played the merger news. I had a good feeling that LCA was going to lock up its merger agreement and switch over to GNOG. So I watched it sell off. I watched it bounce off of its key support level. I saw the Doji Candle here, and I bought a little bit early before the merger meeting, just in anticipation of, hey, I think that this is going to happen. And I knew that, if it bounced off support and bounced right back up, probably not going to get it much cheaper than what I'm seeing here. So I bought in at 24.90. That was a little bit of more risky play than what I'm used to, but I have some good feeling that this is going to run up to the upside. Key resistance level would be about 28.10. If it busts through that, then it obviously becomes support at that point. And from that point on, when it gets to 28 and above, I'll probably set a trailing stop loss to manage my risk and just ride the wave as high as I can. And basically, as the stock goes up, your stop loss goes up. But if it goes down a certain percentage, then it'll bounce you out, but at least you lock in profits. So anyway, I just wanted to show you some things that I do in regards to entering a stock and kind of what I did today on the entry. So I'll show you an update later on when I sell this particular stock and show you the profit that I made off of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, got a little bit out of it. Feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and we'll see you in the next video.